Hey beautiful people, welcome back to AttractPassion. My name is Gasper Deliner, I'm a visionary artist, and the reason why I'm holding this painting here is because I want to share a quick story with you. This story is about that we actually don't die, but it's quite a complex thing to talk about. And the reason why I'm talking with you about this today is because a few weeks ago, somebody contacted me. He was scrolling down the Instagram. He was not following me at that time, and he was also not been interested into art or anything about that. But this painting just appears to him on the Instagram feed about my Instagram page. This just appears to him, and as soon as he saw it, he wrote me a message, and this message was really touchful. It was about his personal story that he had this car accident, really hard car accident, when he was he almost died. So he had this out of body experience, and what he saw there was so interesting, and that's so related to this painting. That's why I'm showing you here. He wrote like this big message, and it was written like, as soon as I saw this painting, it explained to me what was happening, and now I know that I'm not crazy, because when he came back to his body, when he woke up from the coma, he started talking about this experience, what he saw. He was like flying to the white tunnel of light and he saw his hands like reaching to that light, and before he came to that light, he just felt a voice saying to him, it's not the right time yet, and he get back to his body. And what's interesting here is that I was reading a book a few months ago about stories like that. It's a whole book of stories of people who wrote what they experienced when they almost died in this kind of accidents, like something happened to them. And it's so interesting because everybody wrote almost the same story. Like he saw a light, or he saw his cousins or parents who died before. He saw them in this white light and things like that. And everybody heard some kind of voice, it's not the right time yet. And then he came back to the body. And interesting part here is that this guy who wrote me, he saw something so similar to this painting. So when when he got home from the hospital, he painted it. But he was not painting before. He's not been into drawing or painting or anything like that. So this was his first ever painting, and it was so good, and it was so similar to this one. And that's why I'm sharing with you this today, because this topic can be so interesting. And what is even more interesting is when he come back to the body, he become aware that life is much bigger than we think it is, and it's not about material things. Really, it's about love and compassion and gratitude to be able to be in the body here on earth, to experience good things, to experience everything around us. It's so amazing when we can just touch something, or when we can draw something, when we can say what we mean, what we think about, when we can express this. It's so interesting that we can express what we feel, what we think. We can hug someone. And all those things are not possible if we would not be in the physical body. And this guy started appreciating life so much more. So much more. So I'm showing you today this painting because this is exactly what is the message of this painting. The name of it is We Are Energy. And what it represents. So here is the source of energy. We can call it the creator, or you can call it God, or the universe, or however you can call it. It's actually, all those names means the same thing. So this source started to creating forms, which here we can see two hands, which represents our physical form. And here is also the connection, the energetic connection, because we are all connected on energetic level. Everything is energy, every cell in our body, everything is energy. So that's why even if we are in physical form, we are still connected on energetic level. And then here is interesting, when we think that we are gonna die, we are just transforming back into that flow. Here on every side, this is just transforming. And this painting is kind of infinite painting, because if I would take a bigger canvas, it would go just like this, infinite circles of colors and energy. So this painting is showing to us that we actually never die. We are just transforming. We are just changing forms from the energy, from the informations, from from vibrations to informations to physical body, back to informations, back to vibrations, back to physical body, and infinite circle, things like that. So yes, I actually didn't experience that out of body experience or near death experience. So I'm not sure from where this painting came from, but I just felt that I need to paint it. And while I was painting it, it was like my hand just know what to do. Just draw those colors. It doesn't matter if you know what you're doing, if you know what you're painting or not, just paint it. And it was that kind of interesting feeling, because the first thing here was I painted the hands, and after I finished the hands I didn't know what to paint next. And for 2 days I was just watching this canvas, what to do now. I didn't know, I had no idea what to do now. So I just grabbed the palette colors, put the colors on the palette and started painting the lines. And as soon as I started doing it, I just felt that I fall into a flow of some sort of creative energy, and I just knew where to put the lines. And then just this source came out to, like, I need to paint this and I need to add some colors here and there, and the painting was created. So to be honest, at the beginning of this painting I didn't know what I'm doing. I just wanted to paint hands, and then it became like this. And few weeks ago somebody contacted me that he almost died and he saw something like that. And if you can see now those connections, it's so interesting. It's amazing, and it can be a proof how much we are connected on, like, all different layers, or we could say all different dimensions are somehow connected. And this connection can be shown in art. Every artist is like a bridge between those different layers or those different dimensions, because we are taking the informations from between those layers, I think. And maybe that's the mission of art, to show people what life is all about, what is possible here as being alive, as beings, what all is possible for us. So that's my message for today's video, and I hope it was understandable, because still some things I don't know how to explain, especially in English, but yes, I'm learning. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.